chest right in the morning, like a warning.
What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Bassallyear Channel. Tuning in again today for an awesome video. So if you've kind of been following the Instagram page, Bassallyear Fishing, you kind of know I've been talking about this golf course for probably close to 6-7 months now. And I've always wanted to just find some time to go in and actually just fish this thing and take advantage of some of these unpressured golf course ponds. For you guys that may not know about golf course ponds, whatever, they're literally famous for holding big fish. And this golf course, from time to time that I've driven by, and I never really see that many golfers out towards the evening and obviously early morning. But also I've never seen anybody take a chance on fishing it. You know, every once in a while you'll see some pictures of something at a golf course, but this one I never have. But it is a private club, so I'm not able to get in. But they finally started shedding down some trees that line up along the road. And it looks like they're gonna be doing some construction, so it's my chance. Now, I do not condone or recommend anybody to, you know, in parentheses, sneak into anywhere to fish. It is trespassing in a lot of different areas on a golf course. Specifically, there's lots of rules and kind of policies that you kind of have to do some research on before you go ahead and make the decision you're gonna go fish these. Obviously, if you live on a golf course, you could probably get away with it pretty easily. I actually have a family member that lives across from this golf course, so I have kind of some pull on there. And I also went out of my way to contact some of the people there that work at this golf course, and I asked them, hey, what is the policies in regards of me going out there and fishing? I let them know, obviously I'm not dumb enough to go out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when everyone's trying to get their inner Tiger Woods on. So my plan here, I'm gonna deck out some camo. It's gonna be super foggy, super foggy, like intense fog. I'm gonna deck out some camo, some black pants. I'm gonna go out there before the first tee time. Now the advantages of that is you're out there with the maintenance guys, you're out there with the workers, you're not out there with the golfers during the day. Getting out there at the crack of dawn, getting out there before the golfers are out there, and pretty much probably get there before the maintenance guys, I bet. And we're gonna fish hopefully until the first tee time. I'm gonna kind of use that as my advantage. If security tries to send me off the course early while fishing. So a couple of things you're gonna need when going onto a golf course is, one, you're gonna need a non-lethal entry point, meaning you're not gonna be able to just run through people's houses or just run across the main part of the golf course without getting caught. Your second part is gonna be the time of the day. Obviously you're gonna need either the morning or the evening when there's no golfers, because that's exactly what's gonna get you in trouble. And the third, and actually what these people at the golf course told me, is as long as I'm out of sight and out of reach of play, meaning these golfers, if there are golfers at first tee time, can't see me or can't potentially hit me with a golf ball, being for liability issues. If I get knocked in the head while out there fishing, it's on the golfer, or it's on the golf course actually that I got hit. I shouldn't be out there. They should have taken some standards to get me off. But as long as you can get there before the golfers, before the initial play is going, you're not leaving a mess, you're not talking back to people, you're being respectful, you should really never have a problem fishing on a golf course. I can honestly say, growing up in Florida and being stationed in Georgia in the Army, fishing at tons of different areas and local ponds and golf courses, I've actually never been booted off. I've been asked to leave, being that there's golfers on their way, and you gotta be kind of nice. And I, like I said, went out of my way to even talk to people there that work there. You're out there before anybody's playing, and while you're out there, if people are playing, you're out of sight, you're pretty much golden. So I'm gonna go fish this pond for a little bit. I'm gonna throw a crankbait around and probably a swim bait and a fluke and kind of see what I can manage. I'm hoping there's some big fish. We're catching a ton of good fish out on the boat, so why not try to fish one of these little ponds, see if we can catch an absolute toad. As you guys know, I've been working with GoPro a lot this year and definitely have some sweet mounts and new different angles that I've been experimenting with. And all today is going to be on the chest cam. So there's going to be the GoPro Hero 6 Black recording on the chest cam there, pretty much the whole video. I really don't have any other means to take another camera out there, being I'm trying to travel light. No extra baits, probably 5 of each, just enough that I can hold in my pockets. A knife, pliers, 2 rods, one with braid, one with fluorocarbon, which I'm throwing the crankbait on. So we're gonna be all set. Let's enough with all this talking. Let's get out there and get on this golf course, y'all. Well, it's a pretty shallow pond, that's for dang sure. I mean, this is just a... There we go. Right here at the bank. Get out there strong too. Yep, I was about to say, he's barely hooked. There he goes. Small guy, you guys saw him. Little 2-pounder. Alright, that was like the third cast here. So I got really lucky this morning, and I have all the fog working to my advantage. Not so much for it to hide me, because there's a maintenance guy literally right behind me. Not that they care too much about you fishing, but like I told the first guy I saw, like, I'm gonna be out of here by the first tee off. And they're probably not gonna make their tee times this morning, being that it's so foggy. I mean, you can't even see across this pond. The big thing is there's 4 holes around this pond, and there's really nowhere to hide. I was hoping to catch a big girl here. I was gonna throw topwater, but I didn't realize that this pond was gonna be so like empty. There's no shoreline structure here but these rocks. This fog is probably gonna be here for a while too. So if there's any golfers that come by, they're not gonna see me. There's a little guy. Smoked him too. Little itty bitty guy. Not the infamous golf course fish we're looking for here, but little. Run this across right there. Rig up. So this is a tee box down here. These are usually your best bets because they're out of the way. Like if you're along the fairway, then you're gonna get screamed at pretty quick, just because, I mean, it's a reliability thing. You get knocked in the head with a golf ball. The golf course holds such a reliable factor for your idiot self being in the way. But I mean, at the same time, it's not your fault you got hit in the face, but it kind of is because you put yourself in that position. I don't know if there's golfers out or if they're all maintenance guys. I can't really tell. We're gonna go right over there to that edge. That way I can be off the course and hide in these trees a little bit. So it's definitely about to be game time here in a minute. But there's just a ton of tilapia beds. How is there not a fish in these pads? This is like meant to be. There we go. Get out of there. I don't know how big he is. Little guy. Dang it. I'm telling you, man, you fish these golf courses and you get bit, you think you have the old king of the pond on every single time. You just never know how big these fish might be. So they're definitely not going to come up and commit to it on Topwater, because I let that thing drop. The second I did that, he smoked it. So I feel like I'm good, as long as there's maintenance guys out here. Morning. What time's first tee time? What's first tee time?
Probably between 7:30 and 8 o'clock.
Roger that, okay.
Just keep an eye on number 2 when you see him.
No, yes sir, yes sir. Absolutely, yes sir. Awesome, even better. Appreciate it, thank you. There we go. Man, I'm telling you, this guy barely hit that thing. They are so dang strong. Come here. All right, keep him low. Decent one, but small. Yeah, this guy's way. You see, the maintenance guys know all the behind the scenes stuff. so they can tell you the tee time, and that way you can plan when you need to dip out of here. Because the golfers will call security right away. I mean, a golf course like this, a prestigious one at least, like, they'll boot you right off. We might have our first golfers. Our day might come to an end right here. I think that's a maintenance guy. I can't really tell then. Oh, they barely hit it, I'm telling you. Maybe about 2.5, 3 pounder. I just really don't think they're that active too. I hope you guys saw that was a bass. I wanted a tilapia. Actual bass head came up. There we go. It come off right there. There we go. I got one reeling it in. I don't know how big he is. The tilapia. How did a tilapia react to bite this? Look at this freaking thing. I thought it was gonna be a good bass. I'm going to the other side. There's too many tilapia. The old fluke daddy in this spot. Just slow roll a fluke through these pads. See what it can do for us here. Looking for a golf course giant today. That is the goal. Dang it. Barely hooked him. He smoked it as soon as it came off them pads right there. Another little guy. That's alright. Not the giant we want, but nothing special about the bite. Little guy. Got off. God. Oh, bending my hooks out, I'm ripping into them so hard. I'm thinking these things are monsters. Oh my God. How? There's my last fluke. Look at my hook. Throw a big old swim bait around. No way. Get out of that. Get out of that. Decent fish on the swim bait. That gator is straight looking right at me. And you know, I'm just gonna put 2 and 2 together. Tons of fish skeletons, woody area that's looks nice and cozy. Just gonna assume that this is probably like his little den here. Yeah, if that gator goes under, I'm out. I am out. Alright, y'all. Well, that was fun. Definitely caught some fish over here. You probably can't see him, but I mean, he's right straight over there. I mean, he's right off these lily pads, and he just inched closer. There's fish skeletons all around here. So, I assume this is where he likes nuzzling up. But there's a tons of golfers, and my only way out is across their green. Alrighty, y'all, so I hope you enjoyed that little sequence. It was a pretty fun little expedition, you know, to get out there and just kind of mess around and see what that water was all about. Like I said, that was the first time I'd ever really fished that body of water, so it was exciting just to get an opportunity to go out there and really just explore it and fish it for a little bit. Caught some good fish, but definitely, as you could tell, missed a couple good ones as well, man. I mean, some of those hook sets were just absurd and awful, so I missed any opportunity of digging those fish out of the cover I was hooking them in. That one side of the lake was absolutely loaded down with tilapia. It seemed like the whole circle of the lake was going to be loaded down, but that one real good side that I caught, that one on the crankbait, really seemed pretty packed with some pretty big tilapia. In fact, one to catch, I don't really know if I had ran that crankbait perfectly and it dug around the dirt and just luckily hooked the tilapia in the mouth. But I've been telling this story to people, and they've been saying that they've had tilapia actually hit their baits before too. I mean, I grew up catching tilapia on balls of bread all the time. I mean, we would catch them and eat them or whatever. But to have one bite a crankbait, a square bill, coming across, you know, the shoreline, going probably most likely through one of their beds. And I mean, the hook was in the lip. I mean, you could see it hooked it, making it look like that tilapia ate the crankbait, but I don't think it actually went after. I think maybe it was just a little luck that I snagged it. Who knows? We'll never know. But regardless, it was cool. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. That was awesome, fun video to get out there and do some golf course fishing. I know a lot of you guys like that urban bank fishing type style. Hope you guys again enjoyed the chest cam view. Again, I'm trying to move away from that, out, especially out on the boat. Keep the bank fishing, you know, with the chest cam view. I think that's an unbeatable view as far as urban bank fishing is concerned and pond hopping. But definitely be on the lookout for some awesome new angles out there on the boat. I'm really excited to launch those videos to you guys. If you're new to the channel, appreciate you guys giving this a thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, helping this channel grow. You guys are awesome, and subscribing is getting you into some awesome content. You know the deal, you return subscribers can't appreciate your content enough. Can't appreciate your content. Can't appreciate you watching my content enough. Until the next video, make sure you guys stay tuned, get out there on the water, stay safe, stay stress-free, catch you some big fish, most importantly catch you a lot of fish, and we will see you guys right back here on the Bassallyear Channel. Again, take care, thanks again, we'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy now.